Hi everyone! Today we're going to practice ordering food in English, but not in a boring or textbook way. Instead, imagine this lesson like private tutoring. I'll walk you through a real restaurant visit, from the moment you walk in to the moment you pay and leave. I'll explain what to say, why it works, and what people usually say in real life. Entering the restaurant. Picture yourself walking into a restaurant. Before you even sit down, take a second to look around. On the door or window, you might see a restaurant grade like A, B, or C. An A usually means the restaurant is clean and safe, and many people notice this before walking in. A staff member comes to you and says, "Hi, welcome. How many people?" If you already booked, this is your moment to say, "I have a reservation." You don't need a long sentence, just say it clearly and calmly. If you don't have a reservation, it's okay to ask, "Is there a wait time?" This sounds polite and natural, and it helps you understand how long you'll wait. Choosing a seat. When the staff is ready to seat you, look around again. Some restaurants have booths, some have tables, and some have window seating. If you have a preference, you can politely ask, "Can we sit by the window?" This is very common, and it's not rude to ask. Notice how this sentence starts with, "Can we?" It sounds friendly and respectful. Asking for the menu. Once you sit down, the next step is the menu. You can say, "May I see the menu, please?" Or, "Can I have a menu?" Both are correct. Adding "please" makes your English sound polite and confident. Some learners say, "Give me menu." People will understand, but it doesn't sound friendly, so we avoid that. Looking at the menu. Now, take your time with the menu. Look at the pictures, notice the prices, and scan the page slowly. Many restaurants have a lunch special, usually offered in the afternoon. You might see it written at the top of the menu or on a small board near the counter. Sometimes the lunch special includes a main dish and a drink, or a lower price than dinner. If you don't see it clearly, it's okay to ask. You can politely say, "Do you have a lunch special?" Or, "Do you have a discount?" This sounds natural and very common. Lunch specials are popular because they save money and are served quickly. Ordering food politely. When the server comes back and asks, "Are you ready to order?" You can say, "I would like the shrimp fried rice, please." This phrase is very natural in English. Using "I would like" sounds polite and calm. Saying, "I want shrimp fried rice" is understandable, but it can sound too direct. Allergies and safety. Very important. If you have allergies, always say it before ordering. For example, "I'm allergic to nuts." Say this clearly and early. Restaurants take allergies seriously, and this helps keep you safe. You don't need to explain your whole medical history. One clear sentence is enough. Making changes to your order. Sometimes you want to change something on the dish. You can ask, "Can I substitute rice for noodles?" Or add something extra. "Can I have extra ketchup, please?" These requests are very common. Speaking politely makes staff more willing to help. Notice how calm your tone is. That matters just as much as the words. During the meal. While eating, look around again. You may notice restroom signs on the wall, staff helping other tables, people talking quietly. If you need help, don't shout. Just make eye contact or say politely, "Excuse me." That's enough. Leftovers. When you're almost finished, look at your plate. If there's food left, don't feel shy. You can say, "Can you pack the leftovers?" Or, "Can I get this to go?" This is very normal in many countries, especially in the US. Asking for the bill. When you're finished eating and ready to leave, keep it simple and polite. You can say, "Can I have the bill, please?" If you're eating with friends or family and want to pay separately, just say, "Let's split the bill." This clearly tells the server how you want to pay, and it's very common in restaurants. Paying and leaving. After that, the server may ask how you'd like to pay. Listen carefully and answer calmly. Before you leave, a small polite comment goes a long way. You can say, "Thank you," or "The food was great." These simple words help end the meal on a positive note. End tip. Tipping the waiter. Before you go, here's one last helpful tip. In many restaurants, especially in the US, it's common to tip the waiter or waitress. This is a way to say thank you for good service. Most people tip about 15 to 20% of the bill. If the service was excellent, some people choose to tip a little more. You don't need to say anything special. You can leave the tip on the table or add it when you pay by card. If you're unsure, take a look at the bill. Some restaurants suggest tip amounts. Knowing this helps you feel comfortable and polite when eating out. Conclusion. Ordering food in English doesn't have to be stressful. When you use short, polite sentences, speak calmly and clearly, look around and use visual clues, ask questions naturally, you'll sound confident and comfortable. Practice these phrases the next time you eat out, and they'll start to feel natural. Thanks for learning with me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.